The Racer is known for being a jacked physical athlete inside the Octagon, becoming more of the hunter than the hunted. He has always stalked down his opponents, knowing full well he can take their punches while being able to dish out more devastating power on his own. However, this story began at a much earlier time in his life, when Paulo was fighting for respect in the Brazilian streets. At the age of 9, to avoid the path of gangs and the rough life that accompanied it, Costa was forced to join a Muay Thai gym. This enforced discipline on the young kid as he was learning to put in the effort and develop the no-quit mentality that would define his career. As another UFC star, Henry Cejudo, put it, "He worked so hard. I've never seen someone work like Paulo, and that says a lot. I've seen everything under the sun, from the wrestling world to MMA." Not only starting his training in an elite form of striking, Costa also joined a jiu-jitsu gym with his brother as a teenager. However, this was all cut short as his father died of throat cancer when Paulo was only 17. He and his brother Carlos would need to step up to the plate and take care of their mother. Costa would quit jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai in favor of other skills that would translate to a consistent form of income. To help pay for the bills, Costa worked in the real estate industry and even took time as an IT teacher teaching Microsoft Word and Excel. The Racer turned into a provider during the times of need for his family and had to put his own dream of becoming a star on hold. As a bigger brother, mentor, and coach, Carlos Costa saw the potential in Paulo. He knew the difficult situation pushed Paulo out of training, but was sure that his younger brother could succeed in the MMA world. He worked for a telemarketing service, but it took up a lot of his time and he was no longer able to train properly. I believed in his potential. Carlos would push Paulo to continue working on his martial arts to achieve the goals he had already worked so hard for. Paulo would transition back into training for martial arts, returning to jiu-jitsu and competition under Carlos, who was already a purple belt at that time. However, getting started and noticed was never easy. One of Paulo's first professional matches, he was supposed to earn 200 reais, but ended up only taking home 100. A frightening figure as you fight another athlete, risking your life and injury for the experience and exposure. As an investment for his future, Paulo continued fighting, partly to get the 3-fight requirement for the Ultimate Fighter Brazil. He even went into the Octagon for free and ended up winning the fight and a chance for global exposure on The Ultimate Fighter. However, what was an opportunity to showcase his skill set and get a UFC contract turned into a nightmare scenario when Paulo lost his second match. This meant he would still be able to contribute to the team, but won't be in any more official matches moving forward. Yet this never stopped the Racer from trudging on, taking on the opportunity to train with some of the best fighters in the world. As Chael Sonnen said, "It's devastating you have to live in a house and be around the guys who are still chasing the dreams once you've been eliminated. You can treat it for what it is, which is the best training camp you can ever get with the finest coaches and the finest facilities." Paulo Costa used the opportunity in a household filled with the best talent to propel his own skill set and meet the mentality that he continued to have. His curiosity would resemble that of a young kid working on a new move in jiu-jitsu or Muay Thai. Costa would not let this chance go and used every bit of it, being the first one in and the last one to leave every day. His commitment to the sport did not go unnoticed as top brass from the UFC signed him onto the promotion, setting up his meteoric rise in the middleweight division. Costa's fight with Uriah Hall and Johnny Hendricks showcased his ability to trudge onwards in the face of strikes to dominate his opponents. Both were unable to deal with Costa's consistent pressure and crumbled underneath it. At the top of the world, sporting a 13-0 record, the Racer would face his toughest opponent and a seasoned fighter, Israel Adesanya. The current middleweight champion has wiped the division and would only face adversity while fighting Jan Blachowicz in a higher weight class. Paulo Costa would be unable to meet the expectations set on him, failing to absorb the precise striking from Israel and breaking in his attempt to fight back.
I come here to talk about the action that human trash did. The human trash did after a fight. I didn't see when I was there on the cage, but I saw now. I disapprove 100%. And to me, this is mortal now. Nobody will stop me. Nobody can stop me. I am on hot of collision with you, Adesanya. I want my rematch. And you know I'm waiting for you. Something happened before the fight. I'm not excused here to my people, my fans, but I will be 100% to fight him and to make him pay. That's my words. Save my words.
Now on the rise again, Paulo Costa is looking to return to the win column with his fight against Marvin Vettori, another elite competitor in his division. Resetting his mindset, putting on the no-quit hat again, Costa looks to rise back to fight the champion again. Do you think Costa will rise again, or will he fall short in his fight against other elite middleweights? Does he have what it takes to compete in the middleweight division and even challenge the belt again? Or was he just lucky in his first couple of fights? Let us know what you think about all this and more in the comments below. Thanks for checking in on Knockout TV, and we'll see you next time.